This is the Malditang Librarian channel, and I usually talk about librarianship, but I would also like to add more videos about other things that I'm interested in, such as movies. Since it's near Halloween, I will be sharing some of my movie reactions to some horror movies that I like. So I hope you enjoy it. And tell me what you think if you watch this movie.
When we think of horror, we think of darkness, unknown things haunting at night, or strange things creeping in the dark. The horror film Midsommar, released in 2019, written and directed by Ari Aster, is the opposite. Everything is bathed in stark light and saturated color in the clarity of a high noon sun. The Swedish commune, which turned out to be a sinister pagan cult, is all smiles, with bright clothes and faces, creating frightening normalcy and even a sense of delight and happiness at their brutal practices. This dissonance, the killing and the sacrifices portrayed in such bright color and pastel madness, makes it scary. Danny Arter, played by Florence Pugh, is a student in America. Christian, her boyfriend, is growing distant. Christian's friends in graduate school don't seem to like Danny very much and are urging him to dump her. Then there's an accident. Danny's bipolar sister kills herself and both their parents. A reluctant Christian brings Danny on a trip to Sweden, invited by Pell, one of his friends. Pell is inviting them to a midsummer festival in his hometown in Sweden. Christian's two other friends have their own agenda. Josh is planning to write his thesis on the community. Mark is looking forward to meeting girls to sleep with. Pell is attentive and friendly to Danny, compared to an uncaring Christian. The trip begins well. They are welcomed to bright and sunny Harga, celebrating a special midsummer festival. This one is unique, as it only happens every 90 years. The rural beauty and local artwork are stunning, yet looking closer they are quite sinister, tapestries detailing love spells and other disturbing rituals. The group is traditional and still follow their old religion. Things seem to be going great until they witness a terrifying ritual that shocks them. It's sick how the shock quickly turns to fascination. Josh and Christian suddenly want to write about it in their research. Danny seems confused and unsure, but Pell comforts her. As most horror storylines go, of course, that was not the only scary thing going on. More creepy pagan rites are on the way for them. Midsommar is a surreal experience. As the cult gets weirder, our protagonists are served intoxicating food and drinks that make them hallucinate and more prone to the cult's persuasion. Despite their practices, there are things in Harga society I find beautiful. They live in a communal home until they reach a certain age. When one member is in pain or agony, the group mimics the sounds of suffering, creating the effect of complete empathy. It's striking how Danny always hides when she feels pain. Near the ending, her pain, trauma, and heartbreak finally show. There's a powerful scene of screaming hysterical women who scream along with Danny, the first time in which Danny actually felt sympathy she didn't get from her boyfriend and his friends. Christian and Danny grow even more distant. One of the girls is attracted to Christian and is trying to hex him into falling for her. Their companions disappear one by one with no explanation until only the two of them are left in the hands of the Harga. The rituals get more bizarre until the climax. Danny is crowned May Queen and, in a twisted way, if you erase the horror elements, it's the story of a girl who has finally found belonging. Like bright sunlight at the back of your eyelids that stays long after you close your eyes, Midsommar is a film you won't forget after watching.